All right, what's up, world? It's your boy Red Ant coming at you from Red Ant Inc. Network. Today we're going to do, as we normally do on Wednesdays/Thursdays, we're going to do some Lucha Underground review today. So once again, Lucha, Lucha, Lucha. And then based on the likes, guys, it appears you guys like these videos a little bit more. So I'm going to keep doing the Lucha Underground, and I really enjoy watching it, so I don't mind doing this video. Clearly, it's going to be the better product of the three that's out there. Well, the three that are on TV, technically. Bring them to Japan. They're not really on said TV or a channel. You have to like get them on the internet. But we got Lucha Underground, guys. So just like I did last week, I think it worked out pretty cool. Kind of watching it again. I just watched it. Got a couple notes I want to go over. And then I'll kind of watch it with you guys. We actually have the intro right now with, actually, let's get right into it. Starts with last week's recap, bringing three guys in, plus Johnny Mundo's demand for Big Rick for this week. So the three guys last week were, what are their names? Phoenix, crazy dude that he wrestled today as well. Drago, and Pentagon Jr. All right. So, and you know what? I'm gonna get a list. I'm gonna compile it. Maybe I can get it online here on the and just see what kind of if I get the whole cast going. But it's kind of cool that we got the introductions going, character at a time, so it's not super crazy. All right, so let's get right into it, guys. We got. I already talked about. We started out with last week's recap, bringing the three guys in. Johnny Mundo wants Big Rick. And side note here, great intro. The music to this week, I don't know if it was like this last week. I don't know. I didn't catch it. But this week for sure, that music was legit on the intro. Right, there was a flyover right before they showed the venue, and that came out pretty cool. We got right into match one, which is awesome. Normally we've been starting off with promos, but this is awesome. We got right into a match. We actually got it going on right now as well. I'm listening to it right here, and I got my new command chair, so I'm pretty excited. Pretty cool. So we got Sexy Star versus Ivelis. Ivelis is from Puerto Rico, and Sexy Star is from Mexico. All right, so pretty much Sexy Star starts out her promo, calling out Chavo Guerrero in Spanish. The entire thing was in Spanish, actually. It was all subtitled. And if you haven't got into this Lucha Underground, this is review number 4 of it. They haven't let me down. A lot of people, it hasn't let a lot of people down. So check it out. Lucha Underground's legit. But I digress. So the whole promo was in Spanish, which is cool. It was subtitled. You could check it out. But pretty much she says she's gonna mess up Chavo Guerrero for what he did to Blue Demon Jr. and what he did to Mascarita Sagrada. Last week, what happened is or 2 weeks ago rather, Chavo Guerrero beat up Sexy Star with a chair. He took out Blue Demon Jr. and he took out Mascarita Sagrada last week. So she's gonna avenge revenge for them, I guess, or avenge them. Then we got Ivy. I called her Ivy. Ivelis. She comes out to combat her. Her promo is calling out Sexy Star, says she shouldn't have been in there with all the dudes or whatever, so it's her own fault, whatever. And then she says she's the baddest bitch in the building, which is kind of refreshing because, you like to hear these girls come out here and kind of do their thing. And, she's referring to herself the baddest bitch in the building, which, clearly is we're not in a PG era here, which is great. It's not PG. I don't even know what it's rated, actually. I got to stream again, so that's why it's late. But that's why we got a little bit late today. But so right now we still got the match going on. We got Sexy Star yet competing with Ivelis. And then Matt Striker, I couldn't tell it was Vampiro, started calling off the match, the anti-diva match. So every now and then you'll hear them kind of take shots. I don't know if it's shots or just, I don't know, I guess it would be shots. Definitely a diva thing would be a WWE thing. So definitely putting WWE out there. and using their lingo. Side note on that, if you guys watched WWE Monday Night Raw this Monday, there was not, count them, not one, but two commercials for Lucha Underground. Sweetwater for the working man. All right, so right here we still got Sexy Star going at it with Ibelis. One thing I want to call out here, again, and I called this in my last video, that top camera work. They have the camera that's above the ring, kind of showcases, what the wrestlers are doing when they're on the ground for that groundwork, which is more or less, like the UFC would do, or when, in boxing, where they zoom in from the top. So that right there is pretty cool. The camera work is great. If you guys don't know, this is Mark Burnett production, who I believe did Survivor and all the shows like that. So he's got really great camera work. And then you also have Robert Rodriguez, I want to say, who's also producing it. So, and he does like gory movies and crazy stuff like that. More dark angles, which is great because the backstories, the vignettes, the just the promos they're kind of cut like movie scenes, so that's pretty cool. All right, so we have the match still continuing. I might jump ahead here, guys, so give me a second. Bear with me. Couple things in the match that I want to point out. Sexy Star actually drops Ivelis with the code breaker. The double knees to the head, like Chris Jericho, and Matt Striker, I believe it was, called it, and breaking the code after he called it double knees to the face, called it breaking the code. So she used the code breaker, but I think that won her the match. But let me jump ahead here because they're still going on. All right, here we go. Yeah. So at the end of the match, we got the girls going back and forth, and it's a pretty cool match. Not too bad to start off Lucha Underground for this week. Good energy. Little roll through there, and she got her with the roll through. So Sexy Star wins with the takedown to a roll up finisher, which is pretty cool. She threw Ivelis up against the rope. She came back, dropped. She took her down like a leg sweep kind of thing, and then she rolled her into a finisher. So Sexy Star wins that one. All right, so we got a commercial break, and then coming back from the commercial, we're going to have Dario talking to Drago. And you guys didn't check this out. You can probably check this out on YouTube. They had a preview for what happened this week. So jumped ahead too far there. Right, so let me just tell you guys the promo. That was Dario talking to Drago backstage. Tells him he's going to go against King Cuerno tonight because he didn't win nor lose last week, so he wants to see what he can do. So he's going to put him up against King Cuerno tonight. Cuerno, for you guys, is Horn. He's a hunter, a savage is how they're portraying him, and that's his backstory. So he's a King Horn, if you will. King Cuerno. I think they were referring to him as Cuerno throughout the match. No, not King Cuerno, but just Cuerno. But, you guys get it, Cuerno. All right, so then we get out of that backstory, and we have match number 2. And mind you guys, in this particular Lucha Underground, number 4 right here, we got 4 matches, 3 undercards, 1 main event. So that's a step up from last week. Last week and the week prior, I think we had 3 matches, with the third one being the main event. So and that's fine because what they have done is they have given backstories to their characters that they introduced last week, and that's what allows them to, they didn't have another match in there. All right, so match number 2, then we got Pentagon Jr. starting off in the ring. He's doing his promo in Spanish. And I noted here that, and I said this last week, but I think I kind of breezed through it. I'm digging this outfit. It reminds me of the I don't know if they were the Persians or the Palestinians from 300, but they were coming against the Trojans. No, was it the Greeks? I don't remember. And 300 though. Might have been, I don't remember. They were wearing all black though. They had the gold face. They had the little tails on the end. So if you guys know, hit me in the likes button or send me a comment. Let me know what that was. I mean, I guess I could look it up, but I don't want to waste any time. I'm trying to review this real quick. But anyway, his main thing is he's calling everybody out, saying that in Mexico he didn't get no respect, so he's going to get respect here. So he calls everybody out. And mind you, digging his outfit, digging the makeup, it's pretty cool. And it's kind of got like a dead man look to it. A little bit of white skeleton face under his makeup there. I mean, on the back of his outfit, it says Cero Miedo, which is zero fear. And that's how he ended his promo, actually, saying he's going to get his respect and he's got zero fear. Now, so we talked about his great makeup for Pentagon. His outfit is cool. Yeah, we go to commercial. And here's a side note, again, for Matt Stryker. He needs to get a better line than no. I mean, I get it. You know, if you go for a pin 1, 2, no. Come on, bro. You know, of all the years you've worked in WWE and professional wrestling, working as a backstage stooge and or handler, you could not have found, you can't find a better way of commentating a match and saying 1, 2, no. Or just you're not even dropping the 2, no, you're just like, no. So that was my little side rant there. What else we got? We got, we got going on currently is actually the match going on as we speak. So a couple crazy moves to look out for here. You got Fenix versus Pentagon Jr. If you guys remember, Fenix and Pentagon Jr. last week were in a three-way match with Drago, and that match was off the chain. If you guys didn't check it out, it's on YouTube. You could probably put it in. It's YouTube. What is it? Main event for whatever the day was last week, but it's definitely on there. I checked it out. It's legit, and that's cool. One thing about El Rey Network and their El Rey YouTube channel is that they put on their main events and things like that. Probably like the day after or something like that. But right now, I'm actually having to stream it because once again, I've already asked DirecTV to add it to my lineup. I tweeted them, and they've told me, "Thanks for the suggestion, and we'll get back to you." So as of right now, I still don't have El Rey Network. And then my buddy actually told me that you can watch it on Saturday on 408, which is a Spanish channel, and then they'll subtitle it when they speak English. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I can even get that channel. All right. So currently we still have Fenix and Pentagon Jr. going back and forth. Pretty much stellar match, guys. You have Pentagon, which is clearly your heel, and then Fenix is your baby face. So I don't know if this is typical of the luchadors, but he goes to the crowd a lot. So when he gets the crowd involved, he gets the momentum up. He kind of gets them to cheer. I don't know. You don't see that in like WWE. You see it sometimes, to get the crowd going. But you see it like when they're not performing well, like they're on the side of the ring, hitting the mat or whatever. But here, you actually have Fenix after he does a great move. He does, he's trying to get the crowd going and eggs them on, which is cool because he feeds off the energy, and the crowd loves it. So, and I love it. Now he's gonna do off the. Oh my goodness! So right now he just hit that, ran across the ring, jumped over the almost like a suicide torpedo or a corkscrew torpedo, I guess I would say, onto Pentagon Jr. Sick. This guy is throwing his body out there, and it's legit. All right. So where are we at? Match still going on. So yeah, I talked about that crazy over the top rope by Phoenix. And And I know to hear that, I thought there was a botch here, but into some of the moves. I don't know if it was intentional, but it felt like some of the stuff wasn't as clean. And then some of the stuff almost like he was being fed right into the move. And when he wasn't, I mean, he was fed into the move, but like he had to clean it up a little bit, or it didn't quite sync. And notice that I think that's what happened at the finisher, and I wrote that down too. But he just went off the. I was sick. He did that move where he goes against the rope, bounces off the rope, does a little backflip into a RKO slash DDP Diamond Cutter slash Stone Cold Stunner. So pretty legit moves, panning to the crowd again, which is cool. And a sick death to you from Pentagon Jr. to Phoenix. So just sick, turn him upside down. All right. So I did note that. Nasty takedown. And then here we go. And another pet peeve with Matt Striker. Matt Striker knows when the match is coming to a conclusion, perhaps because he's worked with the match prior when he rehearsed it. But I don't need you to tell me that the match is coming to a crescendo. It's coming to a screeching halt. It's getting ready to end. I know this. How do you know? You just said that Lucha Underground is so unpredictable, and Vampiro needs to just slap you every time you talk because you are a complete moron. That was my side rant on Stryker. Him and his no, no, and then giving away the ending. Cool little thing here. He just jumped out of the ring again. I mean, he literally did like 3 suicides out of the ring at some point, and then he just punted Pentagon Jr.'s face off. He just punted it off. I mean, that was sick. That was pretty sick right there. So we got the match still going on, guys. If you guys are following along with the match, that's cool. But I know some of you guys just want to do the review, so timestamp on that's 23 minutes. It's just hit. I think that's it. Yeah, 23 minutes on that. And remind you, it's like a 45-minute to 60-hour show, and they got 4 matches in there. So pretty much pretty good all the way around on that. Match still going on. And guys, realize I'm going live here, and it's so legit. I'm watching it again only because I'm trying to do a review, but I'm just getting wrapped up into it again, only because it's pretty cool. And if you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. All right. So we got Pentagon Jr. still going at Phoenix. Oh, sick little twist right there. Pentagon Jr. goes for the cover. 1, 2. Okay, but he kicked out. All right, he didn't do the no this time. He said, but he did the kick out. All right. There was a top rope finish here, which I think that they kind of messed up. And I'm going to jump ahead to it here, so bear with me, guys. I mean, honestly, I clicked too fast and I ended. Yep, here goes Matt Striker. They're coming to a crescendo, the zenith of the match. How do you know that? Oh, that's right. You know because you were there. You watched the prior. Thanks, douche. All right. Jumps on the top ropes. Both of them on the corner. Both of them on the top. Yeah, and I think he fell back. I think he was supposed to wrap him up and do something else crazy with it. But either way, Phoenix won that match. It was pretty cool top rope maneuver. And then he's selling that he's hurt here on his right arm. And, you got the heel losing again. And I don't mind him. I actually like. I think he's rather talented. This Pentagon Jr. They didn't give him a backstory though, so I'm gonna have to look into that, and I'll get you guys involved on that. But I don't remember them talking much about Pentagon Jr. They kind of give him a little bit, but not like a backstory, not like Mil Muertes, nothing like that. All right, so we got Phoenix winning it, and we're gonna jump ahead here onto my notes. So we jump into a vignette or Prince Puma. Went to I just went to a. I'm sorry. I just went to a little vignette off for King Cuerno, actually. So they gave him like a little vignette showing him training and working out, kind of like they did Prince Puma 2 weeks ago. So him working out, doing his regiments, overseeing the city. Pretty cool. And it just says that he hunts tonight or something. To let the hunt begin at the end of this here, at the end of this preview here. All right, so then we come back. We have a vignette with Prince Puma, and while he's working out, he's doing some leg lifts. Conan comes in, and again, great camera work on this. It gives you that dark feeling, like Conan's up to no good. I mean, you don't know he's up to no good, but he's just that character. So that's how Conan rolls. A little dark segment in the back, pretty much telling Prince Puma, stay out of Johnny Mundo's business. Don't get involved with that. Whatever's going to go down with him and Big Rick, don't you worry about it. It's not your fight. It's not your business. And he reiterates to him in Spanish, just to make sure that he understood. So hopefully Prince Puma gets the message and doesn't interfere into the match, because Conan seems like he might get upset. Oh man! So whoa! So I jumped ahead here, guys. A minute. So spoiler alert. Sorry about that. Yeah, we had the vignette for King Cuerno, which means horn, like I said earlier. They're introducing him as a hunter. And then we got match number 3. Yeah, okay. That vignette's after. Okay. So match number 3 is Drago versus King Cuerno. And then the pageantry here for King Cuerno. He comes out. He's got a deer head with the antlers, the whole caboodle thing, draped over his head and his back. And he does a whole little flex thing. So he's got some kind of big-ass belt or some kind of waistband or something. So either way, this is your third match of the night, actually. So here's a side note I put in here. The ref randomly separated the two because he was on the ropes. I don't know why. I don't know why I noticed that, and then I think the commentators said something on it. Pretty much, in my opinion, I think King Cuerno worked pretty stiff in this match, which is cool. Sold a lot of stuff. He did the whole heel move where he rubs his laces over the face of Drago, which is not as effective as you would think because Drago's wearing a mask. But as I think Matt Stryker interpreted it, it's that mind game. It's that mind game when you rub your laces on your arms over somebody's face mask, I guess. I don't know. So he does that, and then let me jump ahead in this match, guys, because it goes back and forth for a while here. It gets pretty good here at the end. Cool move on here. We got Drago uses the ref to springboard off of him to hit what's his name? The hunter here, King Cuerno. Then he does a suicide jump over, or suicide cannonball on Cuerno. Then he does a suicide dive. So crazy roll up. He does a crazy roll through finisher, and Cuerno onto Cuerno, and Drago just skates out of there and wins. So pretty cool match there, guys. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. I'm sure it'll be on YouTube shortly. And then now, like I give it away, got a vignette with Prince Puma and Conan. Stay out of the main event. And he just reiterates, you understand? You listening? You understand? ¿Me entiendes? So then he's like, well, you know what? You're working out, so I'm gonna leave you alone and let you train. So then you got match 4. The match 4, mind you guys, match 4. Now this is the main event. We got Big Rick versus Johnny Mundo. Johnny Mundo. All right. So the intro then here is And I'm a little bit ahead of the show here, but that's fine. Swig of water for the working man. All right. What else we got? All right, so they're actually coming back from commercial now. Big ass. It should be big ass Rick. Extra big ass Rick. This dude is huge. I need to see him go up against Mil Muertes. Like straight up. That'd be legit. So we got big ass Rick. Big ass Rick in the ring. Puffing on his cigar. Mind you, he's puffing on his cigar. Looking like and I said it out loud, and Matt Stryker almost was right there with me. Reminded me of Suge Knight with the cigar. Suge Knight meets like I wouldn't say he said Kimbo Slice. I guess, but did he have the beard like him? I don't remember. But he made him out to be like some kind of street brawler, some kind of boxer. Out comes Johnny Mundo. He does get an entrance, and he does the whole. It's funny because he still got the same entrance that he had in the WWE. And if you guys remember that entrance in the WWE, it was where he does the whole arm up in the air, and then he gets the wind blowing. His hair's going like a supermodel kind of thing. I don't know. I never dug that, and I never dug John Morrison, but Johnny Mundo. I wouldn't say he reinvents himself. I just think he's kind of found a better niche. So I don't know. That's how I feel about Johnny Mundo right now. Clearly, he's the baby face, and looks like a lot of it will revolve around him. So that's cool. I think he's performing great. He's great in ring work right now. So clearly, this match right now is your David versus Goliath kind of thing, where Johnny Mundo's just going to kind of strike on him, and he's just waiting for Big Rick to just hit him with the one hitter quitter, easy. But the match goes on, and I got a couple notes here. Yeah, he called him Kimbo Slice meets Suge Knight. I can see the Suge Knight part, but he does have a beard. But I don't know about. Yeah, I guess you could say Kimbo. He's not as fat as Kimbo, but he's a big dude. So I guess Kimbo Slice meets Suge Knight. Cool. Either way, it's a bad day for you. Bad day at the office getting in the ring with him. I think it's Lashley though. Lashley the Beast over at TNA. And he's, like I said, Mil Muertes, he needs to go at it. So either way, Big Rick, stiff worker. Again, I didn't think he was Ezekiel. I'm not sure who he is. I'm not sure. I gotta look at his backstory. If you guys leave me a comment, let me know who he is. But very stiff, very powerful, and he's just got power moves. This is cool. And then you got Johnny Mundo trying to take him out. And it looks like he's just hitting a wall, or hitting a brick wall, or when he gets hit, it just looks like he gets hit by a damn truck or something, a Mack truck. All right, so they go back and forth. And I noted here, Rick is not as good as Johnny. In my opinion, he forgets to sell a little bit, when Johnny hits him with something. And I get it, Johnny's not making an impact, but when he does, sell something. You're not always going to be invincible there. So we'll see. We'll see if his game improves, but he's not as good as Johnny Mundo right now. He's just a big dude who just muscles him around. All right. So during the match, here's a fun fact. During the match, they actually come back to a little vignette in the back room, into the backstage area, with Puma getting jumped by Stooge 1 and Stooge 2, those being Cisco and Cortez. We saw them on the first episode, and they're pretty much Diego Cuerto's goon squad. So they go out there, they beat up on Prince Puma, and they cut back to this actual match, and then Johnny Mundo is getting ready to do Fin de Mundo, which is the end of the world. And once you know it, I think Matt Stryker was already calling for it. He was already calling for the Fin de Mundo before he was even ready for it. And then there goes a 1, 2, no. Oh, that was a crazy takedown by Johnny Mundo. But either way, Johnny puts up a good fight. He gets he wins by DQ because the Goon Squad interferes. They pull on his legs when he was trying to do Fin de Mundo. He actually lays both of the guys out. Then he gets jumped. He gets a serious beatdown. The crowd's not into it. Beat down on Mundo, their hero. So, like I said, he put up a good fight, but then he gets jumped. So, you know, you can only fight as much as Johnny Mundo can, and then the Goon Squad takes over, right? All right. At the end, then the funny thing, they get a table. The Goons do, and it's almost like Devon, get the table. But no, they got the table out from underneath the ring, opened it up, and they put Johnny Mundo right through it, straight up. I mean, that table broke so quick, it didn't even like collapse. It just almost like it snapped when he went through it. So pretty much, that was it, guys. That is pretty much Lucha Underground. They faded out. Yeah, so right here we got Johnny Mundo giving the spear to, who was that, Cortez? And then he does like a reverse, that Spanish fly, I guess that was, the Spanish fly. Oh, that was pretty cool. And then Big Rick lays him out. And then the Stomp Fest 2014 begins. Johnny Mundo gets his ass whooped at the end there. All right, so key takeaways for today, guys. Mind you, they just kind of faded out. And then Stryker was just like, we'll see you next week or something. Or something stupid that Stryker does. And there was no backstory with Diego Cuerta this week. Nothing about a future wrestler, nothing like that. So key takeaways, no Chavo Guerrero today, no Blue Demon Jr., no Mil Muertes, no Prince Puma. Who else was on that first show? I think that's the only people we didn't see. Oh, and no Son of Havoc either. Haven't seen him in a couple shows. So we'll see what's going on with that. Maybe in the next show, he'll be coming back, and we'll see some cool stuff. But either way, guys, that wraps up your Lucha Underground review for today. Like I said, once again, Lucha Underground delivers a spectacular show. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. If you could do me a favor, check out the review. Check out the other reviews. Give me a like if you like it. The views, let me know which one you guys are watching, so I'll make more of those. Give me a comment if you want to talk about something. Share it or do whatever you want with it. All right? Well, here's your Lucha Underground review, guys. If Raw is cool, I might do it. I just can't bring myself. I watch it. It's 3 hours, and I watch like a couple hangouts and try to get on them, but I just can't sit there and talk about it for 3 hours, or talk about the 3 hours so much. So right now, Lucha Underground is where it's at. This is episode 4. I'm your boy Red Ant. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hit the like button. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.